Good evening, race fans. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the Elite Racing Network. We are live with the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series and the IndyCar1909.com Slinger Challenge. I'm Zach Evans alongside William White here in the booth. Carlos Acosta producing tonight's broadcast. William, I don't know any other way to say it. I know a lot of people are watching a certain professional wrestling event right now. I think we're going to have a slobber knocker of our own tonight on this quarter mile.
A what?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that WrestleMania XL is on, I believe it's WrestleMania Sunday, but I think we're going to have our own kind of blockbuster here tonight in Slinger. It's not quite, the LA Memorial Coliseum or the Madison Square Garden, but I think Slinger Speedway is going to be just as much of a battle arena tonight as any. It's the shortest track on the schedule, and I think it's going to be the most challenging.
For those who may not be familiar with the Slinger Speedway, first off, let me tell you one of the most exciting short tracks you can go to in the real world. Quarter mile facility, 33 degrees of banking in the corners here. Home of the Slinger Nationals for super late model drivers every year, but of course we've got these big trucks, much heavier than those super late models. They're going to be trying to lumber around this quarter mile on the high banks. You're going to see beating, you're going to see banging. You're going to see a little bit different format here tonight as well. We'll take a quick look at the points. Chase Cabry leading the point standings here in the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series, followed by Jesse Racimus, Gerald Campbell, Joe Francis, and Dustin Dewar. As we see qualifying underway. Normally qualifying would set the lineup for a race. Tonight we have a little bit different format, 2 heat races. The top 10 from each heat race will automatically advance to the main event, the 150 lap showdown. Everybody else will go to a consi. The top 4 drivers will round out a 24 truck field. Obviously, quarter mile track, William, we don't want 30 some trucks trying to fit onto this bull ring. That's why we have that little bit of a different look to proceedings tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're definitely kind of slimming the field, thinning the herd, as it were, for the 150 lap feature that we're going to have at the end of those 2 heats and the consolation race. So it's going to be important for these guys to qualify well, keep it clean during those heats to make sure that they can get into that feature, and failing that, at least, make it through the consolation race. Otherwise, they're going to be going home early and not with a lot of points.
As you can see, right now, qualifying still underway. Cole Cabry currently fastest. Right now, you're looking at the 41 truck of Frank Fody on track. Cole Cabry, Alex McCollum, Chase Cabry, Jeff Green, Thomas Coonan holding the top 5 spots thus far. Each driver getting 2 laps here during the qualifying session. Should be down to about 30 seconds or so left on the countdown timer before we'll get our first look at the heat race lineups. And we're probably gonna, I'll just give you up front here, fans watching, there's probably gonna be some stuff with this different format that doesn't quite play nicely with Carlos's broadcasting software and such as that. We'll do the best we can to keep you up to date, William and I, over the course of the evening. Hopefully everything goes to plan. If not, we'll roll with it, doing something a little different here tonight, like I say, with this format. Carlos is writing messages to us. It's like reading an Ouija board. Please,
I'm crying, he says.
I think there's going to be a lot of trying tonight amongst the drivers here in the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series.
Yeah, trying is definitely the name of the game. I think trying to survive is just as important as trying to be up front. As the starting grid for heat number 1 comes onto your screen now.
Well, that did work just as intended. You see, it's an all Cabry front row for the first heat. Thomas Coonan, 3rd. Hunter Smith, 4th. David Carpenter, 5th. Jesse Racimus, 6th. Chad Frankenfield will line up 7th. Raymond Hanneman is 8th. Michael Hossack, 9th. Cody McCorkle, 10th. Dustin Dewar, 11th. Jaden Racimus, we're lining up 12th. – Behind that, you see Harrison Whitehead, Joshua Freed, Jay Kaner, and Richie Hearn. Jay Connor and Richie Hearn did not set times in qualifying. In case you're wondering, yes, it says Richard. That's his government name. Richie Hearn is probably the name you've heard before. Indeed,
You want me to change it?
I'm sorry. No, I mean you can. He's a newcomer here in Elite, but IndyCar fans, certainly those who would check out IndyCar1909.com, recognize that name. Making his Elite Truck Series debut here tonight. Always cool to see those real-life racers jumping into the fray, but needless to say, this is very different from what Mr. Hearn is used to doing. Going to be a learning experience for sure.
Yeah, it definitely is. Obviously, Richie Hearn more used to the IndyCar side of things, as open wheel ovals going way north of 220 miles an hour, and around Slinger, I don't even know if they could be breaking 100 miles an hour. We'll have to see as we see Richie Hearn's name being changed there on the starting grid, as he will start P16 and last for this first heat with an all Cabry front row as the pace car pulls off, so we'll be ready to start heat number 1 imminently.
Ready to get underway with our first of 2 heats, 50 laps. Underway. The Cabrys go down into turn number 1. We are underway here at Slinger. 50 laps, pretty long heat race distance, but if we keep it clean, huge if, I promise those will click off in a hurry. 12-second, 11-second laps for these trucks here at Slinger with those high banks.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't call it the world's fastest quarter mile for nothing. We're already on lap 3. We haven't even finished introducing the races. We see Thomas Coonan on the inside there of Chase Cabry, and on the top there seeing Michael Hysak on the inside there of Jesse Racimas fighting further back in the midfield, actually fighting for 7th as the 85 has gone around. That's Raymond Hanneman. We have a caution, lap 4.
Our first caution of the evening, Raymond Hanneman, the winner at Daytona here in the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series, going around out of turn number 4. We'll take a look at the Mark Revelos photography replay machine. This is something we saw a lot in practice, William, just maintaining control under the throttle on corner exit seems to be a real challenge for these guys tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen riding on board with the 85 street limit truck. Raymond Hanneman just cooks it a little too much with his right foot off for turn 4, and truck very eager to spin around there, but he keeps it nice and tidy, no damage, no harm, no foul. He will drop to the back, but he's got time to make it up if there's some more carnage behind him. Let's see another slow-mo replay of the 85, just getting a little bit too wiggly off turn 4, can't quite save it, locks it down though, so he'll be good to keep going when the race restarts.
Too much beans exiting the corner.
So the good news here is because it's such a short track, these cautions are going to click off pretty quickly as well. As you can see, the lights are out on the iRacing pace vehicle. The field will double up here. Be a lap 9 restart. And right here, you'll see entering turn 3, the restart zone. The Cabrys are underway. And so continues heat number 1 here. Cole Cabry in the 98, Chase Cabry in the 39. It's Cole Cabry with the lead as we start lap 10.
Yeah, Chase Cabry not quite able to get the jump there on Cole Cabry. It's Hunter Smith there in the back in third, giving chase to Chase Cabry there in the 39. We see on the 3Y TV multicam, that's Chad Frankenfield and Michael Harsack duking it out for P5 and P6 respectively. It's Harsack on the outside of Frankenfield, on the inside, further backward to abreast between Racimas and Cody McCall. There's contact! Frankenfield around on the front straight. Contact with Michael Harsack. There's 2 cautions on the night, lap 12.
Oh, the pace truck!
Will get that
Just
truck
gets ran by the pace car.
underway. We'll take a look at the replay here, see what happened with those two. Just gets away from Hosek, and down the hill he goes into the right rear of Chad Frankenfield, turning him head on towards the wall. I will say Chad was able to get on the brakes pretty quickly. I think he might have avoided the wall altogether. If not, it was a very gentle love tap.
think he scraped it with his nose.
Yeah,
Won't
he
be any
should be
damage.
all right. Should be all right. But certainly the track position lost considerable. He'll have to race his way back into that top 10 if he wants to avoid the Conti now.
Yeah, absolutely. We just see that slow-mo replay again coming down the front straight. A bit of oversteer there from Michael Harsack and not a lot of room for him to chase it down the track before he meets the right rear of Chad Frankenfield. That has Frankenfield going around facing the wrong direction for the second portion of the evening. But I believe we're going to be doubling back up when we get to the stripe this time, so we'll be restarting very quickly.
I'm very curious. Right now it is showing, we are seeing Chad's truck behind the pace car. So I'm wondering, is he going to get a wave here when we get the 1 to green from the iRacing scoring system? Yes, there he goes. All right, good. That would have been bad. We didn't need that to happen. So he's gonna have a hard time. That's gonna hurt him though, because he's gotta hurry up and catch up to this field before they fire off. Here in turn number 3. Yeah, he's still in turn 2.
He's nowhere near caught up.
So that's he's gonna need a caution really to get even caught back up and have a chance to.
And it's out. It's out.
Well,
Caution's out.
there you have
I
it.
think that's there in the rule back.
Risemus.
So
Break damage there for the 70 truck. You can see what happened just on the restart. Gets quite a good jump there. He gets contact from the back. That's deflected with Dustin doing it straight into the back of him. Turns the 70 of Jesse Rasmus around and into the wall, so there'll be damage to the 70 there. But it's only a short chance, so it shouldn't be too bad. We're looking now on board the gearbox of the 72. It just looks to overcook the entry, and around she goes, the number 70.
going on board with that 70 truck now. And around he goes into the outside wall. And now we will take a look from Dustin Dewar's perspective.
Sorry, I panicked. Let me try that again.
The 32 truck. Then turn 1, yeah, just takes too much on entry, and unfortunately the 70 is very much punished for that. So Jesse Rasmus will now go to.
Oh, we're back to green, fellas. I do apologize for that.
Back underway here, closing in on the halfway mark of heat number 1. Once again, Cole Cavery getting out front here. Chase Cavery was on the second. Yeah, we see that double. Oh, more trouble further back. That is
Harrison Whitehead, I believe. And Chad Frankenfield might be involved in another one there. Number 15. Three abreast there going into turn 3. Focusing on the 84. Whitehead just cooks it. Much like the 85 of Raymond Hanneman before him, his street limit teammate just loops it off of the corner, riding on board with Harrison Whitehead. Pretty much the same thing that the 85 did, and Frankenfield is involved with that one. I don't know if anyone else got a piece of it, or whether that was just a 2-truck incident riding on board with the 15, just nowhere to go.
Oh, we got hit from behind, too.
Oh. Contact from behind for the 15 of Chad Frankenfield. We'll have to see where that came from, but probably going green fairly soon here. Don't want to get caught out like we did last time. Their lights are still on the pace car, so we'll have at least another lap of pacing before we go green.
We'll take a quick moment here to thank Stay Tuned Sports. Started in 2016 by two friends. Even though hating each other seems with the purpose of producing a sports show like no other, they wanted to create a show that would cover all major sports with a little bit of comedy mixed in. Stay Tuned Sports releases weekly episodes covering NFL, NHL, MLB, and even some college football. Be sure to check them out. Stay Tuned Sports Podcast, your home for sports nonsense as we get back underway here at Slinger to Cavery's once again on the front row.
Iraq was the one.
No, reckon. Jaden Rasmus in the 73 is in as well. That's Richie Hearn. Caution number 5.
To our 5th caution of the first heat of the evening.
Very sort of pace car drifting through Cole Cabry there, so Fred is very eager to get this race back underway. I think see a replay of the incident that brought out caution number 5 of the evening.
Might have just gotten loose on corner exit like we've seen quite a few times tonight. We'll get another look at it here. Not sure if that's the case or maybe there was a little bit of contact with Coden. I think that was a case of he wanted to get away from the Cody McCorkle. He definitely washed up the hill a little bit and then had to get away from him in a hurry to avoid dooring it. They might have even made contact. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, it looks like Jaden just got a little bit loose there in the center of the corner. Might have been carrying a little too much entry speed. Had to chase it up the banking, but there's just not a lot of room to your inside or outside when you're side by side with another driver, and he meets the left-hand side of Cody McCorkle's number 2, and around he goes. Richie Hearn with nowhere to go.
Lights are out. Pace car ducks off down the pit road outside the racetrack here at Slinger. Back underway. Once again, the brothers get. Justin Stewart's around. Hanneman's
Frankenfield, 85, 84.
Frankenfield. Harrison Whitehead is involved in this one.
The Street Limit Motorsports team is going to be incurring some hefty repair bills. The amount of incidents they've been involved in already. Chad Frankenfield as well in the 15 for that illegal racing. That's a 4-car incident to bring up caution number 6. It looked to have started with Dustin Dewar in the 32 into turn 1. See on the replay, I think just gets a little too hot, taps the back of Hunter Smith. Arsack barely avoids, and there's a separate incident behind them. See part of Chad's car rolling down the bank.
Yeah, you can see right here, he's got to be hard on the brakes to avoid getting into the back of that Ford truck of Hunter Smith. That loops him around, and then he sees a parking lot assembling behind him.
Yeah, we saw the bumper cover from Chad Frankenfield in the 15. I wonder if Joey Gase is around to follow.
Oh, the
there
one
was
car
another
spun
one.
too.
So we had about 3 separate incidents playing out there.
Harrison Whitehead arrives onto the scene with a full head of steam, rides the barrier a little bit, getting into the left rear of Chad Frankenfield.
Nightfall with nearly perfect censorship there.
Field once again doubled up, 13 laps to go. Can we make it to the end of this heat? We still have another one of the okay,
what?
cool. Pace car wants to join the festivities, but we are green.
Oh, no, we're not.
No, we're not.
The Carpenter's around.
Wait,
and there's another
no, we're still green. We're still green.
We're still green.
Wait.
Huh?
Okay,
Red?
now
we're yellow.
No, it's yellow.
He's back. Comes up a bit on that. Just at the top of the screen.
I have so many questions about what just happened.
Poor Fred got a little confused. He's led so many laps today. He's probably led more times.
All right, so right now we're looking at Richie Hearn in the 73.
Oh, the
Makes
pace car.
contact.
Yeah, the pace car's still there.
Man.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right
God.
here. That would get your attention. Especially if, okay, so full disclosure, the pace car there, besides the obvious fact that it shouldn't be there, you can drive through it. As you've seen the pace car drive through several people tonight. You can return to favor. You will not incur damage if you drive through the pace car. But if in that moment, if you're not expecting it, all you see is a car just stopped in front of you, it's hard not to react to it.
That is probably the weirdest thing I've seen on this sim.
Gonna be a strike to the pace car.
I think if I'm race control, I'm tallying the pace car for causing that caution.
Probably the first tally ever issued to Fred here in Elite.
Well, if these boys weren't awake before, they definitely are now, because I think if I saw the pace car going, whatever pace speed is like 40 miles an hour in front of me while I'm trying to go north of 100, trying to go back racing, I think I'd be kind of scared out of my britches a little bit there, but hopefully when we go back green to end this caution, yep, he's gone, so he won't be interrupting.
All right, that's terrific news. Once again, back underway, Cole Cabry getting the jump on the restart as we look high above the Slinger Speedway in Slinger, Wisconsin. Top three breakout, single file, Cabry, Hunter Smith. 3 wide behind them, that's not gonna work.
Around. Oh, 8th caution of heat number 1. Hi Fred, you're back.
All right, we'll take a look.
Oh, it wasn't even the 3 wide action.
No, that was all just...
There's too much gravy.
Hasek getting loose, and going into turn 3.
With the 24 Toyota.
Oh, downshifted.
Too much. Might have accidentally downshifted there. I think we had a little spike in the engine revs there. In the covered bridge. I think he money shifted. He's took straight back to the pits. I think he might have money shifted.
Oh, no.
That would explain why the 24 went around so haphazardly in the mid-corner. It looked to be fairly gripped up. But that brings out caution number 8 of this first heat. So we'll have our first green light checkered.
Oh, good. That's excellent. It looks like if I'm looking at the system properly on my end, we could have up to 3 green light checkers here for the heat race. Lord help us. Field doubled up for the restart. As we're going to find out who's going to lock their way into the feature here out of the first heat. Fred makes his way safely off the racetrack. Thank you, Fred. I didn't realize we had to verify that, but here we are. Oh, I think the caution has been extended by race control.
I think Fred's coming back.
Fred is making his way back. I don't think he should. I think Fred should stay where he's put because I don't know if he's gonna have enough time to get back to the front.
Yeah, they're gonna have to extend it one more. Fred's gonna have to drive it mock Jesus to get back in front of the field. There we go.
And Fred's gonna go ahead and somewhere around here gonna pull out to the outside again.
Man.
Oh, they're going another 2.
All right, now the lights are out. He will head off here in turn 2, hopefully. Yes. Bye, Fred. On board with Cole Cabry. Now we look above the racetrack, heading into the restart zone. Again, Cole Cabry on the loud pedal. Back underway. Chase Cabry slots into second. Hunter Smith in third. Racimus and Thomas Coonan battling for fourth. White flag is out. We will be getting back to the checkered. All Cabry up front. We'll see who races their way in. Cole Cabry, Chase Cabry. Oh, we're wrecking. That's after the line, though. It looks like Dave Carpenter, who you saw pile in there at the end into 71, was the last truck to make it in out of our top 10 finishers.
Big wreck at the line, but Jesse Ransomus and Thomas Coonan will still be 4th and 5th at the flag as your results come up on your screen now.
Yeah, we'll take a very quick look at this before we have to show our Heat 2 grid. Cole Cabry, Chase Cabry, Hunter Smith, Jesse Racimus, Thomas Coonan, Chad Frankenfield, Raymond Hanneman, Jaden Racimus, Harrison Whitehead, David Carpenter, your 10 transfer drivers. The rest will go to the Consi later on this evening. Looking at the starting lineup for Heat 2, Alex McCollum, Jeff Green, Leighton Norgard, Caleb Kumer, Gerald Campbell, Joe Francis, Connor Thompson, Mitch Javier, Seth Rawls, Andrew Hardcastle, Frank Fody, Michael Goodman, Sam Boutwell, Dylan Javier, Matt Telder. That's how they will line up for the second heat race here tonight. We're going to take a quick moment One more lap for the pace car. Blue Egg Marketing, the marketing department for small businesses, longtime partner here in Elite. Thank them for their support as we see Fred pull off the racing surface. We're ready to get the second heat race underway here at Slinger. Alex McCollum leads them to the green flag. And somebody way up the hill, I believe that was Gerald Campbell, going way up the hill there in turns 1 and 2, but no harm, no foul. We stay green. And now
Norgard sort of did a similar thing there into turn 3 over the shot the hill. And where's Norgard gone? He was in third a minute ago, now he's nowhere.
I believe he may have spun on the front stretch, but since he spun down to the inside, it did not bring out a caution as we're looking at this battle for the lead with Jeff Green and Alex McCollum. And I think we just got a glimpse, yes, right there, you see.
Oh, they're wrecking off some caution there.
Oh, so now we have, so that's Joe Francis. Yep, Joe Francis and Connor Thompson together in turn 4. There you see a Leighton Norgard drive by after he had his little episode earlier.
Having some issues with the graphics here for heat number 2. Hopefully it gets resolved for the main event. But let's take a look at that replay, Wyoming.
Yes, let's take a look at the replay. Looking at
Let's get to the left rear of the 58 there after overshooting turn 3. Gets collected in his own spin there. And the 58 comes back down.
And then there you see Joe Francis and Connor Thompson. Yep, good. He clips the apron that shoots him up the hill into the 58 of Mitch Avere. And then here's the other incident. Just a little bit of contact there. Connor Thompson into the left rear of Joe Francis. And then Joe Francis immediately gets impaled by Fred. That's fine.
It's a good job that the pace car is impermeable to physics, because I think Joe Francis might have been done for the night with the viciousness of that T-bone from the ever merciless Fred is now doubled up, ready to go racing again.
We'll try this again. Coming to start lap 9. Green flag is out. Alex McCollum, Jeff Green leading the way. Oh, we've had trouble. Connor Thompson, Sam Boutwell together there at the exit of turn 2. We'll get a look at the replay here, see what happened. Caleb McHumor is apologizing for it. Yeah, okay, so he gets loose and gets into the 10 truck there of Seth Rawls. And that sends Rawls.
2 separate crashes.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Connor Thompson, I mean, maybe he was locking up, reacting to the contact in front of him, but it kind of looks like he was already going around while Seth Rawls is being sent around from that contact. Understandably apologetic after clipping at the left rear of Seth Rawls. You see there, he just wiggles up, nowhere to go for Caleb. And we see Connor Thompson in his own kind of incident, kind of completely independent from that, goes around by himself, collects Sam Boutwell. Joe Francis does a good job at stopping before hitting the 16. So kind of 2 separate crashes, bringing up caution number 2 for heat number 2. All right. Lights are still on, so I'll do a quick ad read again. I have to squeeze them in when I can. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsports racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri. Features a 1.25-mile NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR Truck Oval that hosts events for the NASCAR Cup Series, Track Series, and Open and IndyCar Series. It also has a 2-mile infield road course used by Trans Am, SCCA, Porsche, Club of America, a quarter-mile NHRA drag strip that hosts the Midwest Nationals, and the Kartplex, a state-of-the-art karting facility, a longtime partner, Worldwide Technology Raceway. We're back underway. Alex McCollum, Jeff Green out front, Gerald Campbell peeking to the inside of Jeff Green, thinks better of it, slots in behind the former Busch Series champion. You see this battle for fourth on the screen. That's Andrew Hardcastle on the inside, the 22, Caleb McHumer on the outside. In the 59, Frank Fody lurking behind them. In the 41 is, dare I say it, we're getting a few green laps here.
Yeah, I think we've got 2-3 consecutive green flag laps there with our furthest up battle being Richard. No, we're still green.
Still green.
Still green. Richard Vehicle off a little incident now after we saw Frank McKean, Caleb King and Andrew Hardcastle left in P4 on the bottom of the screen on 3-wide TV multicam. Currently watching Goodman Seth Rolls as a Leighton Norgard getting past Frank Fody for P7 there. On the top of your screen, Seth Rolls going to try and get past Michael Goodman and does so. So Francis joining the face of Michael Goodman, not having a good time at the minute.
Seth Rolls. Oh, good, he's
All
out of
goes
shape.
around. Collects Connor Thompson. We might stay green. He's off into the infield.
Tough break there for Connor Thompson, especially since it shot him to the inside. We've seen him here off the racing surface. Is probably not going to bring out that caution, and certainly that is what happened there. So now, as they stand, Sam Boutwell is in that 10th and final transfer spot. You
Joe
see
Francis.
him look. Oh, okay. So
He's currently occupying position number 10 there, number 35. He's chasing down.
so he had
Frank
just
Fody,
passed. He had
41.
just passed Sam Boutwell. Got it. Okay.
Oh, no caution. Mitch Xavier has crashed.
So now Joe Francis sizing up Frank Fody. That is for the 9th position. He's got to try to rip around the outside here, stay out of the wall. Boy, got out of shape.
Caution is out now.
Got yellow on the racetrack. Sam Boutwell looks to be a bit out of shape there. Had that nose damage before the yellow, so we'll see what happened there as the pace car does a little Tokyo drift in around turns 1 and 2.
Alright, so this one is not a caution. Let's take a look what happened to Mitch.
So this is Mitch Xavier trying. I'm guessing he's got to try to go to pit road here. Oh, yeah.
It just registers a crash. I don't know why. This was a caution.
All right. And yep, we've seen that tail a couple of times now. Too many beans, as Carlos likes to say on corner exit there for Sam Boutwell into 47.
Yeah, just too much juice there on the exit of the corner. See the 47 Wally Racing Ford there. Sam Boutwell just gets all out of shape, tries to correct it. Nothing he could do. Nice little 360, gets out of everyone's way. So no more damage to the 47, but that does conclude the longest green flag one we've had so far tonight.
Is it working? Nope, not yet.
Still working the caution here. 22 laps to go in the second heat of the night here in the IndyCar1909.com Slinger Challenge. Once again, top 10 will advance from this heat to the main event. After this, a 20-lap consi. Top 4 will transfer to round out the 24 truck field. But before we get there, we've got to wrap this one up. Pace car is off. Alex McCollum in the 31, Jeff Green in the 38, leading them back to green. Great jump for Alex McCollum. Gerald Campbell's got to try to sneak to the inside. There's contact.
Jumped him. Jeff Green's around.
Oh,
in the middle of the track collected by Michael Goodman there. We have staying green?
What?
Says the sim racing apps. I don't know.
We're still green.
We're still green.
Still
And there's
green.
Alex
McCollum's there. Oh, goodness.
And all that has given McCollum close to a 3-second lead since that happened with the battle for second. And he needs to get around Jeff Green as efficiently as he can to preserve that. But of course, Jeff Green's not, he wants to stay on the lead lap in case there is a caution. He does not want to let Alex McCollum by. He's got to race him like this is a battle for the lead.
And we saw Caleb Bakuma there as a result of that incident as we switched to a 3-wide TV multicam there. We saw Caleb Bakuma sneak into second place, and while Jeff Green continues to fight Alex McCollum to stay on the lead lap, that's going to invite Caleb Bakuma to try and close in on that 31 speed factor forward. So while McCollum does have a big deficit in terms of time, it could be that Jeff Green is acting as kind of a crutch against McCollum, and it could be inviting Caleb Akuma to join the fight for the lead. As you see, McCollum does get to the inside of Jeff Green. Jeff Green will give it up low, forced to concede though. So Jeff Green's now on that down.
Yeah, and you have to understand Jeff Green's position there, why he would fight for that. And certainly from Alex McCollum's perspective, if the door hadn't opened there, it probably would have made sense to just ride. Even if you end up losing the lead, you're in a transfer spot. You've got 150 laps after this. It's all good. But now we look further back. You see in the top half of the screen.
Caution,
we have a caution. Survey says.
Survey says we'll take a look at that after we look at the Jeff Green spin.
I'm fine with that. So here we see Gerald Campbell, Jeff Green. Not a lot of room either way there. Gerald clips the apron, moves up the track. He didn't have a lot of room to move up the track before he was into the right rear of Jeff Green. But definitely right there you can see the truck move to the right, and then he gets collected there by old teammate Michael Goodman trying to get by.
And this was the caution.
Now we see the cause of the caution
debris.
is Joe Francis's nose leaving the chat. I'm very confused by. I'm assuming there's something before that, like
well,
he gets into
if you
the
look
wall.
at it, no, the bumper got stuck underneath his tires. The car's jacked up. He couldn't turn.
Huh.
That is very unfortunate for the 35 truck. See the
bumper comes off. Where is it?
Comes off. It must be underneath that 35 truck. He can't turn. Hits the outside wall there.
Yeah, you could definitely.
The bumper hasn't actually emerged from the bottom of the truck, but it's still under there.
I've never seen that before.
Me neither.
Hey, go figure. Like that's. I mean, that's something that theoretically could happen anywhere, but of course it happens here tonight, right?
Is there a full moon out at Slinger?
I was about to say.
Wow.
Some bad voodoo or something. Over seeing the track. But we should be ready to go green anytime soon. There we go. As McCollum gets a massive jump there. Gerald Campbell's already up to second, ahead of Caleb Akuma. A couple of Abbott Motorsports boys running out the top 5 behind them. There's yellow again.
Oh, Javier I'm seeing.
Yep, I believe it is indeed the 57 of Dylan Javier that has gone around. We'll take a look at that Mark Revelos replay machine.
Got some help.
Just gets tagged by the
Connor
16.
Thompson got into it.
The amount of trucks that Goody has had spin in front of him is way too high.
We'll take another look. This isn't going to be fun at all. This is going to be Connor Thompson driving into your living room.
A surprise and not a welcome one there for the 57 of Dylan Javier, who will now be forced to the back of the pack after being involved in an incident there. Bringing out caution number 5 or 6, I believe, this thing already lost count.
I think that's still, it's a 5th caution. Unfortunately, tickers are still broken.
Much like my spirit.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, field. Nope, we still have lights on the pace car.
This will be a green-white checkered then.
This will be a green-white checkered. So it'll be Alex McCollum, Gerald Campbell on the front row for this restart.
I'm going to have eyes on Gerald Campbell on this restart. He's typically been quite good, and now he's got the front row, so we'll see how aggressive the aggressive soup can be as he finds himself on the outside of 31 coming to this restart.
Here we go, back underway. Alex McCollum, again, a great restart. Further back, you see the side-by-side Caleb Pecumer a Leighton Norgard. Norgard has rebounded from that early spin, worked his way back
Oh.
into this battle. Oh, up the hill, but he's able to hang on to it. Further back, side by side, coming to the line.
Oh, the Cuba
Oh.
gets dumped. And Connor Thompson's almost upside down.
So, yeah,
is
that
that
was
it?
the end. Yeah, that was the end. That was after the checker.
iRacing just did not want that to proceed. They immediately cut to the just the consolidation.
Wow.
Yes.
Let's see
So
if we can
you're-
get the results out here quickly. Unfortunately, it also took away my ability to show the replay of that last lap wreck.
Unfortunate. So Alex McCollum, Gerald Campbell, Caleb McHumer, Leighton Norgard, Andrew Hardcastle, Frank Fody, Seth Rawls, Connor Thompson, Jeff Green, Michael Goodman transferring from Heat 2. The rest of those drivers headed to the Constellation. You're about to see right now 20 laps. Top 4 will transfer. Starting lineup. Cody McCorkle, Dylan Javier, front row for the Consi. Josh Freed, 3rd. Sam Boutwell, 4th. Richie Hearn, 5th. Matt Telder, 6th. Michael Hosek, 7th. Joe Francis, 8th. Dustin Dewar, 9th. Mitch Veer, 10th. Jay Connor, starting shotgun in position number 11. So top 4 after this, moving on. The other 7 trucks done for the evening.
I believe they'll receive 25th points and back. Actually, I'm not. Is it 25th points everybody back, or is it going to be 25th and then 26th, 27th based on the results of the concert?
Everybody who
believe
doesn't,
that.
everybody who doesn't qualify will get the results based on the Constellation race.
Oh,
So
and
the
unfortunately,
5th.
still broken.
Ticker still does not want to play nicely.
So like whoever finishes 5th will get 25th, whoever finishes 6th will get 26th. Further and back for whoever doesn't advance from this consolation race.
Correct. So back underway. The beginning of the Constellation race, you see Cody McCorkle getting out front. That battle for the...
Oh!
Richie Hearn up the hill a little bit. We stay straight, pointed the right direction. Alright, so now I am confused,
What's
which
up?
doesn't take much. Okay, so I've just noticed for the first time tonight that that other 12 truck of Matt Telder, obviously not the 12 in the scoring system because Leighton Norgard exists. Pretty sure Telder, one of the new drivers here.
Yes, so
I am
he scored
almost certain it
29.
is Chad's fault. He has the wrong number.
We like to
When
blame
is it
Chad
my
here.
fault?
I'm
Yeah,
always going to
blaming
blame
Chad
Chad.
culture. Hashtag blame Chad.
Oh, out of shape.
I don't know if we can blame Chad, but that is one of Chad's drivers, Josh Freed, involved. He hits the outside wall there in the 25. Caution is out.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Right, pulling up the Margarevelos replay machine. He was battling with Sam Boutwell there. Just gets
Much
loose
beans.
out of 2. Noses it into the wall. So Josh Freed will fall back here.
Running on board with Josh Freed. Yep, just gets loose off turn 2, hits Sam Boutwell, and is kind of careened up into the outside walls. And that might be some front aero damage or engine damage for the 25. I don't think it's quite meatball worthy, despite the outside walls here being made of concrete instead of the safer barriers that we see at some of the bigger ovals. But be ready to go green here soon for another restart.
So we will be 1 to green here. Getting ready to get underway to continue this consolation race and round out our 24 truck field. Cody McCorkle in the 2 truck leading the field to the green flag. Not quite the jump we're used to seeing. Oh, out of shape. Dylan Javier up the hill.
Saved it
Falls-
though.
Saves it, but falls almost all the way back. Now you see Richie Hearn, Sam Boutwell battling side by side for second. And Matt Telder's going to get into the mix here. Matt Telder's going to be on the inside. Can he get that third position from Sam Bell? We're going to truck around
Ooh,
behind
Dylan.
it.
Yellow.
Caution.
Was
So
that the caution or was there something else?
That was the caution.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he had it saved.
Yeah, he did a great job saving it. How is that a caution?
Little
I think
bit.
other cars spin out and not bring on a caution.
A little bit of friendly fire there out of the Lake Norman stable.
Too heavy, it's getting a little too close for comfort there. Riding on board with the 57. Ooh, Josh Freed and Mitch Avir getting around Dylan there, who kind of is perpendicular to the racetrack for a little while, but manages to save it. So good on Dylan. Manages to keep his car relatively in one piece.
So 7 laps to go. Will be 6 to go this time at the line, and we also get to the 1 to green. So we'll have a restart with 5 laps to go here in the Consolation. Again, top 4 transferring right now. The top 4: Cody McCorkle in the 2, the 73 of Richie Hearn, the 12 asterisk of Matt Telder, and the 47 of Sam Boutwell. We are back underway with 5 laps to go. Matt Telder's got to try and follow Cody McCorkle through on the inside. Richie Hearn trying to stay in that top 4 on the outside in that 73 truck. 4 laps to go.
Oh, round!
Josh Reed's around. Caution again, Dylan Havers involved.
Oh, whoa!
Oh goodness.
No,
Okay, that frustration
no.
so high. That'll put both of them a lap down.
Yeah.
Take a look at that, shall we?
Let's see what happened here on the front stretch. Oh,
Ooh.
a little bit of contact there from the 57 into the 25, and then he's gonna try to get around to the outside here, but Josh is also trying to drive away. And now we have a cute little tug of war as Fred goes flying by. We'll take another look here. Right there, gets a little out of shape.
Almost
Mounting
gets-
the wall there.
Yeah, that's a little close than the beer garden over in turn 2 wanted to get to the action there.
Yeah.
By the way, if there's one thing people in Wisconsin know,
Huh?
they do. I guess you probably don't know that, William. Yes, no.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not big on
Yeah, no.
state-specific culture.
This is, yes, they love beer, they love cheese, they love the Green Bay Packers. Not that that means anything to you either.
They hate the Chicago Bears, don't they? I believe.
Yes, there
Yeah,
you go.
there you go.
Okay,
I know
completely
some
lost.
things about NFL.
You know some hand egg. That's good.
I
One
can
lap.
name teams. That's about it.
That's the spirit. 1 lap to green, white checkered here in the Consi. We've got, it looks like 6 trucks left on the track. 4 of them are moving on. Let's see what happens here. Matt Telder trying to get the advantage on the outside here of Cody McCorkle. Can he make that work? He's got to get the run out of the corner here. White flag in the air. They're going to be racing it back to the line. There's contact further back. Joe Francis and Boutwell around. So that's got to settle that. Matt Telder's going to pull in front of Cody McCorkle. He's got to win the Consi. It's going to be Telder, McCorkle, Richie Hearn, and Mitch Javier, I believe, moving on.
Everyone else, I believe, is going home.
Indeed. So
Please
there you
work.
have it.
It worked!
Please.
No,
Oh,
Not quite.
oh man.
yeah, well, how about...
Come on.
yeah. How about we take a look at that
Sorry.
finishing results while we still got some time?
Absolutely. Matt Telder, Cody McCorkle, Richie Hearn, Mitch Javier Transferring Dylan Javier, 5th place, so he'll get 25th place points in the overall rundown for this event. Josh Freed, Sam Boutwell, Joe Francis, 4th into points coming into the night. Big blow for him. Michael Hosek, another guy into playoff running. Now we take a look at the starting lineup. Our 24 trucks have qualified for the IndyCar1909.com Slinger Challenge. Cole Cabry and Alex McCollum will make the front row after winning their respective heat races. Chase Cabry 3rd, Gerald Campbell lining up 4th. Behind that, you have Hunter Smith in the Little Eagle Racing number 4. Caleb Kumer lines up 6th, Jesse Racima 7th, Leighton Norgard 8th, Thomas Coonan will start 9th, Andrew Hardcastle rounding out the top 10. Chad Frankenfield will line up 11th. Frank Fody is starting 12th. Raymond Hanneman 13th. Seth Rawls 14th. Jaden Racimas 15th. Connor Thompson 16th. Harrison Whitehead 17th. Jeff Green 18th. David Carpenter 19th. 20th is Michael Goodman. 21st, Matt Taylor, Cody McCorkle, Richie Hearn, Mitch Javier, of course, the 4 transfer drivers will start 20th or 21st through 24th. As you see Fred, the pace driver, pull off the racing surface. And we are underway here at Slinger. Oh, and we got trouble already. Caution is out. Connor Thompson we see around on the front stretch.
Unfortunately, Connor Thompson looks to have been involved in a fair few incidents tonight. Looks to be no different at the start of this feature race. The 16 faced in the wrong direction on the start-finish straight.
Getting a look here. Didn't even make it to the start-finish line, unfortunately. And then Michael Goodman, nowhere to go. Collected in that. Looks like maybe Thomas Coonan also might have had an issue there. Awfully slow. Oh yeah, he gets up into a Leighton Norgard. Chad Frankenfield gets a piece of that. Other than that, largely unscathed.
I think as day has turned to night here in Wisconsin, I think the full moon that's evidently in the sky has kind of reached its peak. We're seeing spins before the start-finish straight now.
And unfortunately, I think we're going to have a little bit of some work for race control to figure out here, because that caution flew before drivers even made it to the start-finish line. That's unfortunately a common issue we run into here in iRacing, where if that happens on the initial start, it tends to trap guys a lap down. So they're going to have to sort this out here. That might take a little bit of time here on this caution. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes sometimes when you're using a lovely sim racing service. Race control offering some direction here to help sort this out. Looks like we're gonna try to get this race back underway here.
Still an all-speed factor front row there, so they've stayed clean.
So they've extended the caution, but Fred had already pulled into the pit, so that's why you see the trucks almost parked here in turn 3 and 4, waiting on the pace. Slinger. Cole Cabry out on front row.
Okay.
Back underway.
Wrecking. No, we're good. Oh, never mind.
And now caution is back out. I see Seth Rawls driving through the grass. So it looks like this one, oh, it started, somebody gets into the wall exiting turn 4 on the restart here. Might have
Easily
been.
done. That's how difficult this is to drive.
Looks like, yeah, Andrew Hardcastle into the wall. That stacks them up. And Seth Rawls completely separate of that. He ends up sliding through the grass in front of that. So those guys that just escaped that whole issue find a truck sliding back up the track in front of them. Seth Rawls, yep, collects, I believe that was the 84 of Harrison Whitehead.
Very easy to get collected in these incidents with these short tracks, super narrow, nowhere to go for most of these guys.
All right, so field getting
I did it!
formed back up.
Wait. No, you were working.
So back underway here at Slinger. Cole Cabry leading Alex McCollum. Behind that, side by side, Gerald Campbell, Chase Cabry. Battling for that third position. Oh, Frankenfield out of shape, but they keep it straight briefly 3 wide, but Jesse Racima is able to capitalize if he can get around Hunter Smith, who gets out of shape, hangs on to it. Gerald Campbell running in the 4th position, trying to chase down Chase Cabry, no pun intended. And
Definitely
we have a
giving
caution.
39.
Let's see if we can determine cause of this yellow flag. Oh, I just saw a truck in the grass. That's Michael Goodman. There you see him pulling back onto the racing surface. Quick look at the replay here. Oh, it starts in front of him.
Ahead, Harrison Whitehead there.
Yep.
Gets loose off turn 4.
He already got loose, but didn't actually hit anything, so that's a good job.
Yep, did a pretty good job of not piling into that.
Thomas Coonan just involved a little bit there, but relatively unscathed for those involved in that spin. Not a lot Thomas could do there. Oh, he does go spinning, but locks it down, isn't collected. Tripped through the grass, no harm done.
So we'll get racked up here again. You'll see on the front row, it'll be the 31 of Alex McCollum and the 39 of Chase Cabry. Gerald Campbell will line up third. Will we get the 1 to green this time? I believe we did. Yes, we did. Michael Goodman getting the wave. Good luck to him catching up to the field in time for this restart. Alex McCollum fires in the restart zone. We are back underway here at Slinger. Chase Cabry
tried to crop over.
He's got to have the inside line here, yeah.
McCollum hangs on though, outside momentum prevails for the 31 speed factor machine over his teammate Chase Cabry, so they'll remain 1 and 2 in the order that they restarted. So they passed the very slow 58 of Mitch Javier there, I believe that was, on the outside of the racetrack.
Yep.
The 3 of best Andrew Hardcastle's around. Oh, big one.
So it looks like Mitch Javier, and he has pulled his truck to the pits. I wonder, he must have had a meatball or something. He's trying to get off the track, unfortunately, nowhere to go. It stacks up behind him. Andrew Hardcastle paying the price there in the 22 truck.
Just a bit of an accordion effect as they come onto the straight. See the 85 slows down, the 22 gets slowed up. Richie Hearn doesn't quite have the time to react, and he punts Andrew Hardcastle there into the slow 58, brings out another yellow flag in this Slinger feature.
Is that close to going into the pit road?
He does pull in to the pit lane. His night might be done.
So we'll get ready for another restart here. You see Alex McCollum, Chase Cabry once again on the front row. Will the pace car's lights go out this time? Yes.
Yes.
There you see, heading towards the restart zone. Chad Frankenfield's up to 4th. We'll see if he can mix it up here on this restart. Alex McCollum again out front. Will we see the crossover?
He tried it,
quite.
but was unsuccessful that time. Gerald Campbell's now on the inside of Chad Frankenfield.
Oh, contact
Oh.
around!
Right, Stephen Hunter Smith, oh, that's a big one. Hunter Smith hard into the outside wall. That collects a bunch of drivers. Massive impacts there on the start-finish straight.
I am honestly surprised to not see a meatball for Hunter Smith with how hard he nosed into the outside wall there. We'll get a look at the replay here.
Little bump.
Little
from
bit.
Humor. Gets moved
Yeah.
up and gets loose. Frank Foyt. Hunter Smith almost on his side there. It's a massive impact there. T-boned by, I think that was Frank Foyt.
Jeff Green asking his fellow competitors for a little bit of patience here. Asking if perhaps a little more cooperation, a little bit more patience with racing one another on the track. Get some green flag laps in.
Definitely not a bad idea. We're less than a third of the way into a 150 lap race, and while it's Slinger, the laps do tick off quickly, it's still not wise to get yourself wrecked early on. You want to be in contention when the white flag and the checkered flag fly, so getting yourself wrecked early, not an ideal strategy. I think patience is definitely the key here in these early stages.
So you see Cody McCorkle going around the pace vehicle as we get ready for another restart. Once again, those speed factor Fords on the front row. Alex McCollum, Chase Cabry. Through the restart zone, back underway. Alex McCollum again, jumping out front. As we look at that side-by-side battle for third behind them, Gerald Campbell, Chad Frankenfield. I think Chad's gonna get the momentum here and get around the outside of Gerald. So move Chad
blinking,
Frankenfield up to the 3rd spot.
No caution. 16's around though.
The 16 of Connor Thompson around. But we
Oh,
stay
around
green.
the 07.
Now we have a caution.
Naviello. Lap 43 there we've come to. There's the yellow flies. Thomas Coonan looped it. Richie Hearn's collected.
There you get another look at Thomas Coonan going around. Richie Hearn nowhere to go. So, getting ready for another restart here. Closing in on the 50 lap mark of this 150 lap race. Field doubling up. 31, Alex McCollum. 39, Chase Cabry. Once again, the front row for this restart. This time, Chad Frankfield to the inside of Gerald Campbell in row 2. Through to restart zone, back underway. Once again, Alex McCollum getting out front.
Oh, no!
Oh, Leighton Norgard's around.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Well, that's on the backstretch. That's Hunter Smith and Jaden Racimus. So this must have gone on for quite a while here. We'll get a look at the replay. So there you see, yep, there's a Leighton Norgard around. There's Cole Cabry around. And there's Hunter Smith and Jaden Racimus making contact. So there it starts. You see Norgard around as Cole Cabry goes around, and then okay, so Jaden Racimus rolled back down the hill in front of Hunter Smith. That's what happened there. Just kind of turned into a parking lot in a hurry. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter's probably not thrilled with that.
The Ford just kept on the one for a while. Thankfully, they didn't go a lap down. Just in case anybody's aware, William White's having a bit of a connection issue, so hopefully he'll be back soon. For the time being, Zach, I'll be willing to help you out. We are currently on our 6th caution, pace cars off. I know it says 5th caution on the graphic, but I had to reset SDK, so they erased 1 caution. So 6 cautions of the night so far, and we're back to green.
Back to green. Alex McCollum once again the jump on Chase Cabry. They'll slot back nose to tail. Oh, Chase Cabry got the crossover that time. He's got to be able to stick it to the inside of Alex McCollum here. Battle for the lead here in the Slinger Challenge. Chase Cabry on the inside, Alex McCollum on the outside. The teammates battling for the lead. You see behind that Chad Frankenfield around Gerald Campbell again holding that 3rd spot. Hearing caution is out. You can see the yellow lights around the racetrack. We'll see if we can figure out, oh, that's what it is. I believe that was Andrew Hardcastle. And perhaps a Leighton Norgard we saw against the outside wall near pit exit.
Let's take a look here. See just what happened here in this caution.
Okay.
Alright, how about we take a second look, this time from Andrew Hardcastle. And from Jeff Green. Nothing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing a bit of technical difficulty, so please bear with us for just a moment as we get this all figured out here on. We're hot.
Back underway here at Slinger. Once again, Alex McCollum out front. Chase Cabry trying to run him down.
And caution's back out. I believe it may have something to do with Jesse Reisman. So let's go ahead and take a look at that replay.
Yep, he goes around there and turns 1 and 2. Is that it? All right.
Let's go on board the nose cam, or excuse me, the roof cam. Maybe experience what happened. And yeah, so unfortunately just went out on his own.
So that brings out the caution here. Working lap 66 at Slinger.
Well,
So you said the caution count 1 off?
yeah, the count the count is off by 1 because I had to reset SDK when the session began. That's the way we were experiencing a bunch of issues in the beginning. But why don't we go ahead and shout out one of our sponsors here before we go back Green Flag Racing? Did I catch you in a bad time?
Yeah, I was not in that chat because we were trying to resolve our technical issues.
Yeah,
so.
okay, I see. I
Yeah,
apologize. We're going green. Green flag is back out.
Yeah. Oh, out of shape. Chase Cabry on the restart. That's going to allow Chad Frankenfield to get to the inside. Oh, somebody completely lost it behind them.
Oh, and they're big time wrecking. Caution is back out. Lots of cars, trucks involved, and they're still going. 16 turns to 98.
Geez. What was that about? So Caleb McCumer is apologizing for the initial incident. I'm sure we'll get the replay to see what happened here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep, that is contact between the 59 and the 98. And then he goes down the hill.
Oh.
And then, I don't...
Obviously not intentional. It's just...
I mean, not intentional,
yeah.
but I'm not sure where Connor Thompson is going exactly, to be completely
Seth Rawls
candid
involved.
there.
Let's go on board with Seth. Big checkup. Where does he go? Does he just come to a stop? What a smart man.
You know what? All right, I'm gonna bring in some other league beef here, Carlos.
Okay, what's up?
I know you stood up for me Thursday night. I did that Thursday night, and another announcer said, well, that wasn't cool at all. All he did was stop. You know what he didn't do? Wreck. Stopping is cool. The brake pedal works fantastic.
I'm always for stopping.
Trevor.
Trevor? All right. Well, we're going to have to beef it out next Thursday. I'll give you some time.
We're going to have to beef it out Thursday.
Here's David Carpenter on board.
I'm glad I got to have that airing of grievances here in our 97th caution of the evening as you go on board with Dave Carpenter.
And you saw it right there on board with David. We'll do it again. You see the 59 just get loose on the inside of the corner and overcorrects it up into the 98. We're going back green here.
Yep, through the restart zone. Alex McCollum once again got to get the jump here. Chase Cabry's going to try to squeeze that in front. Chad Frankenfield just had enough room to hold on to that second spot. Now Chad Frankenfield side by side with Gerald Campbell for third. As we pass the halfway mark mercifully in this race. Chad Frankenfield able to slot in front of Gerald Campbell for that third spot. There you see Matt Telder has worked his way up to the fifth spot. Behind them is Dave Carpenter. They pass his slow truck on the apron.
Oh, battle for the lead continues.
There you see Chase Cabry looking to the
Oh,
inside
the 10.
of Alex. Oh.
And that's a caution, unfortunately.
Just as we had the battle for the lead brewing, the caution comes out on lap 79.
So we are going to currently go quiet for just a little bit, as we believe we have a fix for William White's issues. So hopefully when we come back, we'll have White. But in the meantime, I'll go ahead and play the replay as to what happened with. You guys are hot.
All right, so now we're looking at the replay. Seth Rawls goes around, exiting turn 4.
Little lazy spin.
Nobody else, fortunately.
Guys, William's back. William, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. My head's spinning with all these internet issues I'm having, but hopefully we're back. I'll have to try and call on what I can from the in-sim replay. Discord isn't on my side tonight, but that's okay.
It's a strange night. A lot of issues, both on track and off track. But you know, we are making the best that we can out of it, and we're all still trying to have a bunch of fun. Can't say the same thing for a bunch of drivers who are racking up the X's and the incident counts right now, because a lot of these trucks, well, they're maybe 1 or 2 more hits away from maybe breaking down for good.
Getting ready for the restart here once again. Front row, Chase Cabry, Alex McCollum. It's McCollum on the inside. He gets the launch. He's back out front. We've had that battle for the lead brewing before the caution came out. Chad Frankenfield's got to try to enter the conversation here, but he couldn't quite get alongside Chase Cabry there.
Yeah, couldn't quite mount a big attack there. On the phone line, Chase Cabry, as Alex McCollum just nicks the wall a little bit. That's going to invite Chase Cabry to the inside of Alex McCollum. Chase Cabry will lead that lap, come into lap 87, so we'll see if Chase Cabry can clear for the lead. Meanwhile, Chad Frankenfield defending hard there from Gerald Campbell, trying to retain third place. They're still door-to-door for the lead. Alex McCollum leads that particular lap with the momentum on the outside lane, and McCollum does clear, so he keeps the lead. Frankenfield just about retains third with the hot Gerald Campbell behind him in fourth, who now hits the wall as Raymond Hanneman on his inside.
Lots of action all over the quarter mile here in Slinger. You see the multicam here, courtesy of 3Y TV. Up top, 98 of Cole Cabry to the inside of 41, Frank Foti. Also the 12 of Leighton Norgard, the 1 of Jaden Racimas in the mix. Up front, the leaders closing in on...
Frankenfield.
Oh yeah, Frankenfield out of shape. Saw him do some lawn care there in turn 1. That's got to allow Gerald Campbell to close back in on him, as these leaders trying to work around Andrew Hardcastle in the bottom of your screen. That battle continues up top, the side-by-side racing of Leighton Norgard trying to squeeze his way past Frank Foti. He will do so. Seth Rawls wants to get to the inside of Foti as well. Couldn't quite make it.
It drives around.
Oh, Raymond Hanneman's around. That's not going to bring down the caution.
We'll lose a bunch of spots there. Was fifth, fighting for some big points there. Now got David Carpenter on his tail. He drops to 16th place. Raymond Hanneman, big hits to his winning hubs tonight.
Oh, Matt Telder's around in 4.
That's a caution.
Might have had contact there from Hunter Smith behind him.
Oh,
Yeah, just got tagged.
So we'll take a look here, see what happened. Just a little bit. I couldn't even tell, honestly, from that angle, it might have been contact, it might have even been netcode. Hard to say there. Definitely, whatever it was, is what sent Matt Telder around in the 12 truck.
Yeah, you're right. It could be netcode. That's Hunter Smith, right? Let's go on board from his roof cam and let's slow it down when he gets close by. Is there contact?
I think
Yeah, I
just
think
about.
so. I think so.
Yeah.
Just about.
Clipped the apron a little bit right before that as well.
Race control does confirm a tally on the 4 of Hunter Smith there.
Good job on everybody else on avoiding that spun out truck in the dead middle of the racetrack coming out of the corner.
No, absolutely, that would have given a massive scare to the chasing pack, but they did a great job at avoiding it, minimizing the amount of trucks involved in that particular incident. But we're now just over 2/3 of the way through. We will be when the green flag does drop for this restart. I think we'll restart on lap 100, lap 101.
Yep, lights are off. 50 laps remaining when
go.
they do go back to green.
So once again, Alex McCollum, Chase Cabry will lead the field to green as we're down to the final 50 laps here in the IndyCar1909.com Slinger Challenge back underway. Alex McCollum's going to get out front here. Chad
Chase Cabry, just about.
Frankenfield and Gerald Campbell battling for third.
That's going to be your furthest up fight. Side by side, Frankenfield on the inside, that's Campbell on the outside there. 2x2 behind them, I see CL8 and Norgard there in that particular game. We've got Frank Footy on his inside, who's going around, saves it.
Oh,
The 41 of Frank Footy, brilliant save there, but he's going to lose position to Seth Rawls, Jaden Massimus, potentially. Oh, he's around again, Frank Footy hard into the outside wall, that's a caution. See you tagged him there.
I believe it was the 16
Connor
of
Thompson.
Frank Fody got a meatball in that one, unfortunately.
85. Carpenter Hearn involved. Massive accident there to bring up the yellow flag.
Yep, Carpenter gets loose out of 4, hooks into Frank Fody, and into the wall he goes.
There's not much you can do about that.
No, tough break there, especially after the save there from Frank Fody. Gets it all gathered back up, and then that happens.
Yeah, super tough break there for the 41 of Frank Footy. Connor Thompson just loses it on his outside, tags the right rear of the 41, and hard into the outside wall there for the Lake Norman driver.
So we'll see. That's 12 cautions for us tonight. Looks like Richie Hearn will get a lap back here. As the field doubles up, getting ready for another restart. Once again, Alex McCollum in the 31, Chase Cabry in the 39 on the front row. There'll be 40 laps to go. As back underway here at Slinger.
Barely even restart there between the Speed Factor boys. They are neck and neck through turns 1 and 2. Cabry will have the momentum on the top of the tracks. I think that's Seth Rawls, that is, going to the infield there. But it will stay green. Chase Cabry taking lead there. 3 abreast almost for position number 3. Campbell Frankenfield and Cole Cabry there fighting for third place. Cole Cabry just has to concede, but looks like Chase Cabry clearing Alex McCollum by about half a truck length. to lead that particular lap at the end of lap 111.
Lots of action on the screen. You see the battle for the lead, the battle for third in the bottom, and up top, of course, that hornet's nest we've been seeing for a while now with the Leighton Norgard and Caleb McHumer, Jaden Racimus, Cody McCorkle. Now we go to full screen, the battle for the lead. To the inside of Alex McCollum, to the outside of Chase Cabry. Working lap 114, it'll be 115 this time by. They remain side by side. The teammates battling hard, giving no quarter, but staying clean, staying off of each other as well. Classic short track racing here at Slinger.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll come to 35 laps to go when they reach the strap. There we go. It's now lap 116. Alex McCollum clips the apron, gets massively loose there. Keeps the truck under him, but that is going to allow Chase Cabry to inherit the lead of this race. So Chase Cabry, your new leader, takes it from his Speed Factor teammate Alex McCollum, former eNASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series driver in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. That's Alex McCollum there, now down to second place. Chase Cabry, your new race leader. And looking back just a little bit, Chad Frankenfield. Oh, the commentator's curse for Chad Frankenfield. Just mentioned. He was in third place doing super well, catching Alex McCollum bit by bit. Now goes around on the exit of turn 2. That is caution number unlucky 13 for the evening.
How much beans?
Chad loose out of turn 2. Frankenfield won the Concord event earlier this season, another short track event for the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series. I won't say he can't win it from here, but definitely a tough setback this late in the race for the 15 of Chad Frankenfield.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be down to 11th place now, so he's got somewhat of a mountain to climb with what will be under 30 laps to go. So he's going to have to hope for some carnage up ahead of him, potentially involving the Speed Factor boys of Chase Cabry and Alex McCollum to have a shot at the victory. And I think that's what everyone that isn't Chase Cabry and Alex McCollum are hoping for, because those two seem to be the class of the field tonight, have been the front row on every single start and restart so far in this feature race. 150 laps the distance, just under 30 to go. Chase Cabry, Alex McCollum, your leaders, so the guys behind them, they're going to have to hope for some carnage to have a shot at the win tonight, I think.
Getting down to the short end of the stick here at Slinger. It'll be around 25 laps to go when we get this restart. Now it'll be Chase Cabry in control of the restart in that 39 truck, as we do see the lights out on the pace vehicle. Chase Cabry to the inside, Alex McCollum to the outside. Getting ready for the restart here. Back underway. Great start for Chase Cabry in that 39.
Yeah, it gets up to a decent lead there. Not quite clearing the 31 of Alex McCollum, who manages to hang on to the right rear. It's a Speed Factor 1, 2, 3 as Cole Cabry gains a couple of positions as a result of that incident involving Chad Frankenfield. He managed to squeak past Gerald Campbell there while we weren't looking. That's Jeff Green back and forth for Leighton Norgard, rounding out the top 5. As Cole Cabry gets a little bit wiggly off of turn 4, saves it. Will be single file now for third place as Chase Cabry does clear Alex McCollum. But they're 3-4 wide there off of turn 4. Off turn 2, beg your pardon, around Jaden Racimus there.
Huge conglomerate of trucks.
The wall.
Still trying to drive his way through. You see Jaden Racimus get to the wall.
Oh no!
Not the tires!
That's a caution.
Oh.
Carpenter just loses it, chases it up. And that's going to be huge damage to the 71. Not Meatball though.
Too much gravy going into the corner.
Too much gravy. Far too much gravy. His food is drowned.
Go on board
Tough
here with the roof jam.
Just gets a little too hot into the corner, tries to save it. If the tire bear, if that tire barrier was not there, he might have been able to save it, but unfortunately, the real world safety measures proving a nuisance.
I don't know. I don't know if he could have saved it with the tires. That could have resulted in more damage. Goody getting his lap back.
Michael Goodman does inherit the lucky dog free pass there as a result of that 14th caution of the evening involving David Carpenter there in the 71, just nicks the tyre wall protruding out of the exit of turn 2 that marks the start of the pit lane. Obviously a very eccentric pit lane here at Slinger Speedway. Goes around the outside of the track, starts in turn 2, and pit exit is on the entry of turn 3. We've got double file now, ready for the restart.
You see Chase Cabry do a little mock restart there. As they come to the 1 to green, he'll line up to the inside of Alex McCollum once again. Cole Cabry into 98. Gerald Campbell into 00. Back underway here at Slinger. Oh, Alex McCollum struggles a little bit on that restart. He's got to be side by side with Cole Cabry here as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, I think Alex just caught a little bit sleeping there, but he gets a brilliant exit off of turn 2. He's on the right rear of Chase Cabry. He's going to have the exit speed off of turn 4, so he's hanging off the right rear. There's a caution out.
Richie Hearn is around in turn 4. That's going to bring out the caution. We'll see
too much gravy incident that again
Exactly.
David Carpenter. Too much gravy. Big hit to the side of the 73 from the 71 of David Carpenter. Nowhere to go. Poor Carpenter. So another incident that the 71 is innocently involved in there.
Goody should also get another free pass to put him 1 lap down. Came within inches from maybe losing that free pass. There goes Goody.
There you see. Ooh! Alex McCollum has to make a quick little dart to the left there to make room for Michael Goodman. 14 laps to go as they stand right now. We'll see when we get the 1 to go signal.
Not
Still
not.
single
Not
file.
yet.
I think we'll restart on that 140 with 11 to go.
Do we have any sponsors to give a shout out to?
We've covered them all.
We have? Perfect. We are good to go then. 1 to green here. Gonna be restarting with 11 laps to go. Is there anybody you guys see can break up this trio of Speed Factor drivers?
I think it's going to be tough, but we'll find out here. Chase Cabry getting the jump on the restart. Once again, Cole Cabry, Alex McCollum battling for that 2nd spot.
It's a big fight there now involving all 3 Speed Factor drivers. Cole Cabry right on the back of Chase Cabry with Alex McCollum to the outside of them both. Gerald Campbell just waiting for a mistake out of any of these 3 to try and sneak his way into the top 3 as Chase Cabry gets a little bit loose there. Coming out of turn 4, there's now just 9 laps to go as they enter turn 3, and there's the yellow flag out, wreck at the back.
That's Raymond Hanneman around in turn 2.
Looks to be, yes.
We'll see if we can get a look at what happened here.
Tagged by the 29,
Ooh.
the custom 12 of Matt Telder there on his Truck Series debut. Overcooks the corner ever so slightly, tags the right rear of Hanneman. Nothing Raymond could do. Jaden Rasmus gets involved a little bit there as well.
On board that
there for
71.
Raymond. Going on board with Dave Carpenter here. He's going to be a little too close for comfort once again.
I don't think he hit him. Wow.
I think he may have stayed out of it, yeah.
Very impressive there.
So 5 laps to go. Lights are still illuminated on pace vehicle. Fred's been getting a workout tonight. So is Barney atop the flag stand. Let's see if we get the signal this time. Yes, we do. So it'll be a restart with 3 laps to go here at Slinger. Chase Cabry on the inside, Alex McCollum on the outside. Back underway, big jump there for Chase Cabry. Cole Cabry once again was got to try to sneak into that second spot, but we've seen how strong Alex McCollum has been on that outside. He's got to be able to hang tough. He's got to try to get the run here, coming to 2 to go.
They almost tracked behind them. Caleb Bukuma shuffled way up the track, but Alex McCollum gets a massive run there. He's looking for the lead. He's about half a truck length clear of Chase Cabry. They make it to the white flag. 1 to go.
1 to go. We're racing to the checkered, and it's a speed factor duel up front. Can Alex McCollum make that outside line work? Around turns 3 and 4. They're up the hill. Here comes Cole Cabry.
Cole
won it.
Cole Cabry won it. Unbelievable. The teammates come together coming out of turn 4. Cole Cabry sneaks by all of them. Somehow they preserved the speed factor sweep of the podium all the same. What a finish. Here at Slinger, you see the contact there. Chase Cabry, Alex McCollum. Up the hill they go. Just a little piece of the wall there. Okay, maybe more than a little. And Alex McCollum bounces off the wall, just barely stays ahead of Gerald Campbell to hold on to that 3rd spot. All the while, Cole Cabry sneaks to the inside and picks up the win.
Well, that is a finish befitting of an absolute carnage fest of a race there. We saw again there a barn burner finish between all 3 speed factor drivers, and it's the 3rd one that was very much playing 3rd fiddle there behind Chase Cabry and Alex McCollum. Cole Cabry comes through at the flag, capitalizes on the bickering, as it were, between Chase Cabry and Alex McCollum, that they run each other into the wall, and Cole Cabry just sneaks under them to take the checkered flag here at Slinger.
Cole Cabry celebrating here on the front stretch at Slinger. We'll hopefully hear from our podium finishers here shortly.
Well, before we do, let's quickly go over the final race results. Why don't we?
We'll take a look here. Cole Cabry, Chase Cabry, 1-2. Alex McCollum, 3rd, rounding out the speed factor podium. Gerald Campbell, 4th. Jeff Green, 5th. Cody McCorkle, 6th. Leighton Norgard, 7th. Chad Frankenfield rebounding to finish 8th. Seth Rawls, 9th. Caleb Becumer rounding out the top 10. Andrew Hardcastle, 11th. Jaden Racimas, 12th. Richie Hearn, 13th. David Carpenter, 14th. Matt Teller, 15th. Raymond Hanneman, 16th. Michael Goodman, 17th. Frank Fody finished in the 18th position.
1 second. There we go.
19th, Connor Thompson. 20th, Hunter Smith. 21st, Jesse Racimas. 22nd, Thomas Coonan. 23rd, Mitch Havere. 24th, Harrison Whitehead. I think let's talk to some drivers. What do you say?
Sounds good, buddy. Let's do it.
Who should we talk to first?
Go ahead and bring up McCollum. All right. Here he is. Go ahead and take it away, fellas.
All right, Alex McCollum, 3rd place finisher here tonight at Slinger. Obviously, right down to the bitter end with you and Chase Cabry, the whole speed factor team there at the end. Walk us through those final laps.
Oh, that was fun. I mean, I knew the top has really good momentum for like the first 5 laps. And if I knew I got a good restart there, I'd be able to kind of hold the top there. But I mean, that was just good racing, short track racing, and then had a really good run down the back coming the checkered, and then Chase just washed up, just kind of break my momentum. But we actually got stuck together and we just went straight, and then Cole just went on the bottom of us and just took the win.
I mean, you talk about that classic short track racing. Before that contact where you just couldn't get off of each other in turn 4, I mean, there were multiple times throughout the night you and Chase were side by side and never laid a fender on each other. Obviously, there are the teammates in that respect, but just being able to race like that on a track as small and tight as Slinger, that had to be a lot of fun to have that much faith and trust in being able to race with somebody like that.
Yeah, it's always fun when you can race clean and hard side by side like that without, I don't even think we got like a 0x or even touch fenders. I mean, we were running side by side, and that one time, I just got really free under them and I had to back out so we didn't wreck both of us. So, I mean, it's always fun when you can run side by side like that without wrecking each other.
Obviously, interesting combination. What was, as far as that goes, your takeaways of running the trucks here on the high banks of Slinger?
I thought it was a blast. It's just wish we got more green flag laps because it definitely showed the truck getting freer and freer the longer you ran. You had to conserve that right rear because it just kept getting loose off the bumps off of 4 and off of 2. So kind of wish we got more green flag laps there to have a little bit more fun, but it's just racing.
All right, before we let you go, Alex, who do you have to thank on this third place run?
I got to thank everybody at Speed Factor, Chase and Cole. That was fun racing there at the end with those guys, and then you guys for putting the event on.
All right, thank you, Alex. Congratulations, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
So there you have it, third place finisher, Alex McCollum here at Slinger. Next, we will catch up with Chase Cabry. Chase Cabry, second place finisher here tonight at Slinger. Chase, right down to the bitter end with your teammate. Definitely exciting finish. What was it like from your perspective on that final restart?
Yeah, I totally forgot that like the race was coming to a end. It just felt like we were just restart after restart after restart, and I wasn't even really paying attention. And then the 2 to go, and then all of a sudden I saw the white flag, and I was like, oh gosh, like I'm gonna lose this race. He just had such a good run up top, and you could pinch him down here and really get, and that's how I got by him, just pinching him and pinching him. So we came off 2, and I saw he had a nose on me, and I was like, well, I gotta use him up in 3, otherwise we ain't like I'm not gonna win this race. So I just went to go in there and just kind of just touch him and bounce off him and then turn and go back down the hill, but I got like stuck into him, and it like turned my car in the wrong direction, and then I was like, well, I see the wall and I'm throttling into it, and I just hit the wall, and then my brother sneaks by on the inside. But it was fun. I wish we had more green flag runs. The setup was really tough to drive. It was so loose. And then once you got loose one time off exit, it just carried because you never got time to cool the right rear back down. So you'd get free in and then free through the center. And it was a mission to drive. So I understand why there were so many yellows, but I do wish we could have had some more green flag runs. But cool to finally have all 3 of us in a race together and sweep the podium, and hopefully we can do it again tomorrow.
For sure, definitely gotta be cool to see all those Speed Factor trucks up front. And of course, it's still a regular season, but a good points night for you as well.
Yeah, definitely a good points night. I came in leading the points. A really good points night for my brother. He, missed first probably 5 or 6 races, so I told him, I did the math on it. I said, you got to make up 25 points a race if you want a chance of making the playoffs. So I think that he exceeded that, maybe, hopefully, I'm not sure, but hopefully he can get in the playoffs and have some fun. I know Alex is too many races behind to get in, but yeah, we're going to figure it out and see if he can just keep plugging along. I know we both have Eldora circled. We're both dirt track racers at heart, so look forward to that. I think VIR is next, so we'll probably have David Tooker come in and kick all of our butts, and we'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Unofficially, don't quote me on this, but it looks like on Sim Racer Hub right now it's showing your brother 25th in points, so definitely a big points night for him as well. Before we let you go, Chase, who do you have to thank?
Just the Speed Factor guys, having some fun. it's fun to get a little group together to come have some fun and doing this stuff. So, yeah, I'm glad to have us all in here and keep striving along.
All right, there you have it. Chase Cabry, congratulations on the second place. And like you say, we'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll see you next week here in the Truck Series.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right, there you have it. From one Cabry to another, Chase Cabry finished second. Now we will have a word with Cole Cabry, your winner tonight here in the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series at Slinger. Cole, there you were, just minding your own business there on the last lap, and next thing you know, your teammates go sailing up the hill in turn 4, and the seas part, and here you are in victory lane. What was that like from your vantage point?
Oh, I was definitely shocked. I was gonna go down into 3 and send my brother up into my other teammate if I had to. I was pretty frustrated all race, but glad it worked out. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it sucks for them, but I'm happy for me.
Hey, you talk about that frustration, Cole. Obviously, Chase and Alex, I don't want to say they had it easy, but they were able to stay up front most of the night. You fell back pretty early on and had to kind of fight and gouge your way back through the field. How tough was that over the course of what few green flag laps you got out of these 150?
Yeah, well, I got a black flag for something on the restart, and then got tangled up in like 3 wrecks while I was back there. And it's just a lot of patience to be back there and keep your nose clean, which I didn't do that well. And, you know, try to keep the tires under you. But it seemed like every caution I would gain a spot, gain 2. And then we had some green flag runs there, about like 5-7 laps. I could pick off a few and wait for another yellow. So, yeah, no, you just had to have a lot of patience and, you know, keep your nose clean as best you can.
At the end of the night, obviously, we saw the fireworks there at the end, and you even admit you were ready to send your brother if that's what it took. But when the dust settled, all 3 of the Speed Factor trucks here on the podium, that had to be pretty cool to see for you as well.
Yeah, for sure. I knew we were gonna coming into 3 there. If I would have tried to move Chase up a little bit, it would have been sick coming to the line 3 wide. So I knew we had a good shot just running 1, 2, 3, even if I did something. So no, it's super cool to have all the teammates run 1, 2, 3, and hopefully I get promoted to run Xfinity tomorrow. And yeah, just excited for Darlington if I can run it.
Well, before we let you go, Cole, who do you have to thank on the win?
Oh, just everyone for putting this league on. Chase, Alex, had a good time tonight, and like I said, ready for Xfinity tomorrow.
All right. Well, congratulations, Cole. If you do indeed get that approval, if not, what are you doing, Chad? But if you do get that approval, I'll see you tomorrow night on the racetrack, and if nothing else, I'll see you next Sunday here in the Truck Series.
I appreciate it.
All right, so there you have it. Cole Cabry, your winner tonight here at Slinger. That brings us to the end of the festivities here tonight. We saw no shortage of racing here tonight between the heats and the consolation. I think the feature may have been the only one that didn't go to overtime, believe it or not. But we're going to bid you farewell here on the Elite Racing Network. Thank you all for tuning in. On behalf of William White, Carlos Acosta, who I see has already thrown up the slate. Y'all have a good night. Check in with us next week as we go racing once again here in the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series. Good night, y'all.